I'm Tanya Lohr, and I approve this message.
What I have learned, and what has made this a successful campaign, is that what you need to do is you need to find common ground. And it's when you find that common ground that you can have the conversations that are necessary to actually get the state going in the right direction again. And it allows us to be neighbors again, and it allows us to be co-workers again, and it allows us to be friends again. And the best example I can give is I'll give you two different types of doors. So first door, knock knock. I'm Tanya Lohr. I'm running for state senate in your district, and one of my concerns is the Republican war on women. If the person on the other side of that door is a Republican, I've already made it you and me. We're two separate things. Here's the door that's more effective. My name's Tanya Lohr. I'm running for state senate in your district. I'm really concerned about some of the comments that Senator Grothman has made about women. Have you heard about these comments? And now we can have a common ground, because they may be very proud of being a Republican, and they may be very proud of the beliefs that they have, but they might also be concerned about what Senator Grothman has said about women. And now we have common ground. We can talk about that common ground, and we can talk about how to solve the problem. Of course, the solution is to not vote for Senator Grothman. But it opens up that conversation, and it opens up that dialogue. And it's something that I hadn't really thought about before. And I thought, you have Republicans here, you have Democrats here, they both have their set of beliefs. But what I found is that what most people want is compromise. And they want to say, this is what I believe, and this is what you believe, and we need to find out the best of both worlds to be able to come up with something that all of us can live with. And that's how we keep our communities successful and thriving and friendly. And that's how we can go back to those family dinners that we've been avoiding for the last year because you don't want politics to come up. We should be able to talk about politics. It's an important part of being an American. And yet we're avoiding those conversations like the plague, and we have to fix that. Another thing that I've learned on the doors is that I thought, I'll go out there and I'll tell people about all these things they should be concerned about. And if they hear these things that they should be concerned about, they'll vote for me. People know what they're concerned about. They don't need some politician knocking on their door and telling them that you should be worried about X, Y, Z. What people need is elected officials who will listen to their concerns that they already have and be able to help them come up with solutions. So the doors sound different for me now. It's asking people, what are your concerns about state government? And once they share those concerns, what would you do to fix it? And I've learned an amazing thing. 33 senators sitting in Madison cannot fix all of the problems in the state. The people who can fix the problems in our state are standing behind those doors that I'm knocking on. Because you have to be living it in your own lifetime or in your own life to be able to truly figure out what needs to happen and what needs to be solved. And again, I never would have known that if I hadn't started knocking on those doors and finding out. Another thing that I've discovered on the doors is that painting an entire district in a color, red or blue, does an incredible disservice to the people living in that district. It's saying that people are not thinking, that they can't make their own choices, and they can't make their own decisions. And I'm not going to do that to people anymore. To think that you can take all of humankind and you can put them in one of two boxes, Democrat or Republican, that everyone's going to fit in one of those two boxes. Again, it's insulting, really, to people. They don't want to be put in a box. But if you can address them on a personal basis and talk to them, people say, well, I hate politics. Let's not talk about politics. Let's talk about what keeps you up at night. And those are the conversations that I have in the doors. And the amazing thing is that most people stay up at night worrying about the same things. And that's the common ground that we have to find. And that's, again, the common ground that I'm learning by doing these doors. But the most important lesson that I've learned from the doors is that the vast majority of people want to vote for the person, not for the party. They don't want to go to the polling place and just say, I'm going to vote for all these people because they belong to one party or the other. They want to vote for who they think will best represent them. The majority of the people in this district consider themselves Republicans. But the majority of people want to vote for the person, not the party. So if we can get that message out to them, and if they can learn about the people, that's the race that I can win, because I am absolutely the best person for this job.